Mounce, BBG, chapter 25, sentence 2. First thing you notice, he gives you the verb, which is tell, and then you've got this dative plural from autos, right? So you might be tempted to say something like tell to them, but you hopefully know better by now that the collocation rule is that verbs of communication and cognition often are followed by a direct object in the dative, right? So, or what's called a dative of direct object. So in this case, even though it is a dative plural, because it follows this verb of communication, which is tell, so we're just going to translate it as tell them, all right, because of that collocation rule. So tell them, and hopefully you know hasa is how much, ho kurios is the Lord, of course, and then you have this dative singular from the personal pronoun, second person personal pronoun, but you know, if we just did it word by word, how much the Lord to you, and then you have the main verb here. So hopefully after reading the chapter again, you recognize the reduplication. You recognize the main part of the verb is from poieo, which is I do or make, right? So then you've got the kappa, which tells you for sure you're dealing with a perfect. And between those two, you know you're dealing with a perfect. And then you have that epsilon nu, which hopefully by now you realize that can only be the third singular, which is what you'd want if you're going to have it agree with ho kurios. So the Lord has done. And, you know, if you just translate that as a simple dative, you'd say to you, you know, tell them how much the Lord has done to you. But, you know, again, I think we've talked about this before, that for someone to do something to you has a negative connotation in English. We don't collocate it that way. Because when we say somebody did something to you, it has a negative connotation. For us to have the positive connotation that they want here, it's necessary to translate it or collocate it with for, because that collocation in English yields a sort of a positive idea, and that's what you have here is, you know, the Lord's done all these good things for you. So you know, you're going to translate it as for you, even though it's a dative, but it's because of the way that it works in English. I mean, you know, technically you could translate it as to you, but again, it would give the wrong idea. So you're going to want to run with for you in this particular case. So tell them how much the Lord has done for you would be your best bet on that one.